Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. Today we've got some topics to go through and we're just going to get straight into it. Let's start off with the first one, a report from Fabrizio Romano, and it says 3 clubs are exploring Caicedo deal after new agent statement. Chelsea, Arsenal and Liverpool are informed on the situation as revealed on Monday. Brighton not intention to sell unless they receive a really huge proposal. So that sort of lays it out for what the current situation with Caicedo is. They're not going to sell unless they get a crazy bid, which is apparently around 100 million they're asking for now. So in my opinion, that rules Chelsea out. I don't see Arsenal paying that, and as much as Liverpool need midfield strength, I don't think they're going to pay that either. So I really do think Caicedo is going to stay. We've got another tweet then to follow up with. This is reported through Caicedo, and Simon Phillips backing it up, saying Brighton and Benfica have refused to engage in negotiations this week for Chelsea's primary midfield targets, Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez. Chelsea expected to explore short-term loan options before signing a top target in the summer. So that gives us a better update on where things are at the moment, if you're going to, of course, believe the word of Caicedo, who typically is very accurate when it comes to Chelsea. They're basically saying, look, you know what you've got to do if you want to get these players. Brighton are saying 100 million, somewhere around there, for Caicedo. And Benfica and Enzo Fernandez, it's clear that it's 120 million euros, which is 106 million pounds, or nothing's happening. So they're not even negotiating, they're just saying, look, come to us if you can offer that. If not, we won't even talk to you. So that's where this leaves Chelsea. We're expected to explore short-term loan options before signing a top target in the summer. Who's available on a loan right now? I'm not too sure. You know, we're seeing some reports coming through, but there's nothing concrete at the moment. So we haven't got much to add in that regard, unfortunately. But I think it is going to be clear Caicedo and Enzo Fernandez will be targets in the summer if the clubs are willing to reduce their valuation. But for now, I don't think either of them are coming in the January transfer window. However, I do expect someone to come in. I think we will get some midfield strengthening. Right back as well, obviously a key position. We're seeing some links there. We'll see how that plays out. But at the moment, I don't think we're going to see a purchase. I think it'll definitely be a short-term loan. So just a 6-month loan, get us until the end of the season. Next up, we have a report through Sky Sports saying Chelsea are considering letting Hakim Ziyech go. Everton have turned towards him and are ready to pay up to 25 million. I don't think that's bad money for Ziyech, you know, considering his form has been very much up and down at Chelsea. Of course, at the moment, playing very well for us, so there is a little bit of like, do you sell him? He's coming off the back of a good World Cup, a brilliant World Cup, in fact, and you know, a player in form. Is he just, you know, in a stretch of form where it's going to last 20 games or something and then he'll start to dip back down? Who knows? But we have more to add to this. Of course, this is stating that Everton are looking to get him. This then says Chelsea and player have both said yes to a club for transfers, Blues willing to wait a few days. And this is again reporting that Ziyech is leaving, but to Roma, this one is suggesting. And it'll only happen if Zaniolo departs, which is currently sort of in negotiations, and that's where the Blues are willing to wait is coming in. We're willing to wait. Apparently Mourinho has confirmed his liking. Ziyech has confirmed his liking from Mourinho and the club. He's guaranteed a starting position. He'd prefer a move to Italy over Everton and Aston Villa, who are both showing interest. And that, yeah, we're going to wait a few days. It looks like we'll receive just over 25 million euros, which is what Roma are hoping to get for Zaniolo. So if this does go through, they're going to get the money and then pretty much throw it over to us and say, right, we'll take Ziyech off of you. I don't think it's awful. You know, we are going to have to thin the attack out somehow. You know, we've got Pulisic, Ziyech, Havertz, Mount, if you're counting him as a winger these days, but realistically as a midfielder. All these players that are in the attack, we've just signed. I know Felix is on loan, but maybe next year we look to go for him. Mudryk, Madueke, David Datro Fofana, you know, there's all these players that we're bringing in. People are going to have to leave. And Ziyech has had some time at Chelsea now. I think it's been very much this, you know, when he's getting a good run of games, he does tend to perform better, but there's other times where it looks like he's not quite performing to the standard that we want at Chelsea and that we need. So my opinion on this is that I think if Roma are asking, you know, rather than strengthening like Newcastle, who are also looking to take him potentially, get a sale out to Roma, and get the the money in. It's not going to cover what we paid for him, I don't think, but it will be some money in, to balance the books a little bit at least. Then next up we have Ben Jacobs reporting, saying, told there's nothing much in the links between Kai Havertz and Bayern. Bayern always exploring the market, but Chelsea hoping Havertz can find real form in the second half of the season and beyond. They also know a 2023 sale will probably be a big loss. So a bit to unpack there. Obviously Kai to Bayern because of the whole German thing, he's expected to end up there at some point, I can see it, but I do think Kai is a player that, similar to Mason Mount, a lot of the time is being played out of position and therefore looks to be a worse player than he really is. Kai Havertz, when we play him behind a striker or off to the right, has performed at his best. That's where he plays best at Germany, that's where he played best at his previous club. So I do think this season, the previous seasons where we've been deploying him as a striker, he's doing a job for us. He's sacrificing, a lot of his ability to be that guy because he's the best we've got at the moment. Aubameyang not performing, David Fofana maybe not quite ready for Premier League football. So on this, I think Chelsea are doing the right thing, hoping he can find some form the second half of the season and beyond. To me, hopefully means that we are going to deploy him behind a striker or as a second striker, in the future. And then they say they also do a 2023 sale will probably be a big loss. And, that doesn't just mean January, that does mean in the summer. So I do think that, we're at least giving it to the rest of the season and next season to see how he goes. So I think that's good, showing a bit of patience, because there's a real player in Kai. Obviously we invested a lot of money as well, so there's that. If you're gonna sell him, you want him to find a bit of form and then sell so that you're getting as much money as possible. But anytime we sell him is probably going to be a loss. I think we're better off trying to utilise him, building this team around him, with players like Mudryk, Madueke, Fofana coming in up top. I think it is possible that in the next season or two he does get switched into the role that he wants to be playing in, that he's best in, behind a striker or off to the right, and I think we'll see a better Kai Havertz from that. Now this report is a bit out of left field, so I'm taking it with a very big pinch of salt, but it says Chelsea could loan back rival attackers should a deal be completed in January. You can see pictured, it's Anthony Gordon, a player that almost every Chelsea fan is saying, no, don't sign him, Newcastle are looking to take the hit, we don't want him. I can see qualities in the player. Whenever I've watched Everton play, he is usually their best player. A lot of pressing, a lot of pace, good dribbling ability, sometimes a good eye for goal at times, maybe not enough, but does offer a lot, and obviously is in a team that is incredibly poor at the moment, incredibly underperforming. But this then goes on to say, according to the Times, Chelsea are considering an option to loan back Anthony Gordon to Everton for the rest of the season as part of a deal. They want 55 million to sell him. We might buy him and then loan him back. Newcastle are looking, but they're offering less than 55 and they won't offer a loan back. It then mentions here that Everton rejected 35 million from Newcastle and a 45 million offer from Chelsea was pushed back. Whether that was in the previous transfer window or this one, I'm not too sure. But to me, the fact we even offered 45 million to me is a bit crazy. And I'm sure you guys will know my opinion. I don't really think he's a player Chelsea should be going for. And I haven't seen many other reports saying that this £45 million offer has gone in. So I'm going to say we take this one with a very large pinch of salt. But if we do buy him, it's even potential that he won't come in this season and that he'd be coming next season. So he's definitely one that they see as a development player, one that will go maybe out on loan back to Everton, maybe even next season again. And then, they see that his future career is something Chelsea can capitalise on. I don't really see it. I think he'll be a good player, but nothing outstanding, not Chelsea level. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. If you did enjoy, leave a like, hit subscribe, and you'll never miss a future video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.